Rolling, 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 rolling. What is good, everyone? Welcome back to another Snap a Figure video. Today we got a double review. Legends Series 27, Great Muta, and the Undertaker. These figures are fresh off the truck. We didn't find them in stores, but we pre-ordered them a while back, so we got them in the flesh today. And it's a pretty good set, I'm not gonna lie. These figures look really cool, and I can't wait to get them out of the box. So without further ado, who should we start with? I think we're gonna start with Great Muta, because that figure is looking sick. So we'll get Taker out of the way for now, and we'll dive into Muta's pretty damaged packaging. So taking a look at Great Muta's packaging, you have the nameplate right there on the side. Muta in the box is looking pretty cool. This is based off him later in his career, so it's not the younger one, but I really like the way, like the accessories and everything. But we'll get into that. I'm already starting, but Legends on the bottom, Elite Collection, and it's all ripped here. So pretty much all damaged, kind of put my finger in there. But hopefully, as long as the figure is good, that's all that matters. Move it on the side with a nice Legends kind of artwork. And on the back, if you want to pause to read. The rest of the set, I didn't pick up Billy Gunn and Terry Funk. Just got Taker and Muta. If I do come across the Chase Terry Funk, I'll probably pick it up because the Chase is red, I believe. But we haven't seen that yet. Great Muta. And that's really it for his packaging. So without further ado, let's crack him open. Here's Muta out of the packaging. He is looking really cool. I'm really liking this figure a lot, but let's start with his accessories. But you get a lot of nice accessories with this figure, so we'll start with the interchangeable hands. Over here, it's not a set, but you get like this open hand right here. I really like this one because it allows for a lot of cool posing with any moves. Then over here, you get like the two fingers on the back of the packaging. You could see like his pose. Then the other set of hands you get are the mic open hands. All these hands are taped up, by the way, so they all match. And the mic open hands, we always love to see that. Then you get like this mask here, and this looks really cool, very unique. You don't see this with any other figures. Has the eye openings there, like flames. Really nice accessory. And if you want to see how it fits the figure, I'll get him real quick. And this is my first time trying it on as well. But if you want to see, that looks pretty good, I think. Just line it up a little bit better, which I'm sure you can play around with. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. That looks really nice on the figure right there. Really cool accessory to have. And then the last two things you get are cloth. So you get this like kind of to wrap around the jacket, whatever you want to call it. Robe, coat. But it wraps around, it velcros. It keeps it more secure and tighter. And then this is the coat itself, and this is just amazing, man. Like, look at the tooling on here, the way it has the fur on a certain spot. All throughout, like tassels even. Very unique tooling, very nice. It has the bye-bye because it was later in his career. Just very, very nice cloth goods, man. These are the cloth goods. You're not seeing this with rubber. This is really, really nice. I'm liking the way it's feeling. But I'll show how all the accessories look combined on the figure right now real quick. So here is the cloth on the figure, and it looks really nice. I think that it fits very well. I did put the thing around the waist to keep it tighter, and it looks really nice. These are the accessories, man. These are really cool. But now let's put the mask on real quick. And here's the mask on the figure, and as much as I like it, I don't know what I'm gonna display it with because the head scan is really nice. We'll get into that when we do the figure, but it's a really nice head scan. I don't really wanna cover it up. I don't know, I'm gonna have to really make a good decision and figure out how I'm gonna display this guy. So now the figure itself, we'll start with the head scan, looking really nice. Like, that just looks sick. You got like the beard right there, the hair slicked. It even says bye-bye on the back with the hair. Like, look at that hair sculpting. Just looks very, very nice. Really cool head scan. That's why I'm not sure if I want to cover it up. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But getting into the torso, I This might be the Uso torso. I'm not too sure, so don't quote me on that, but I think it is. I would really have to look, but I'm not sure. Then you get the chest hair, arms, the regular kind of arms we usually get. The wrist taping looks very, very nice and detailed. The hand tape as well that we already saw. Nothing on the back. And then the tights, pants, red, got like this black kind of like strap around, goes all the way around. And the nice like red pants, man. All lettering, the flames here on this side, and the cuffs here so you don't get that cut by the boot, but you still get the ankle movement. We'll go over the articulation right after this. It's pinless too, but very clean, very, very clean. I'm liking this Muta a lot. The accessories so far, there's no problems with it at all. But let's check out his articulation. So starting with the head scan, goes up about that much, down, goes all the way around, twists and everything. Shoulder goes up, down, all the way around. Get the bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows, hands, we already know with all that articulation. Torso goes back that much, crunches forward that much. You twist, the splits a little stiff, so the legs do look stiff, and you gotta be careful when you put it back. Maybe heat it up, but like once the heating off like cools down, it gets back to normal, so it's not horrible. Thigh cut, oh, he also kicks up this much, down, thigh cut as I said. Double jointed pinless knees, pretty good bend right there. That's like Shawn Michaels level with the pants. And no cut here because of the sculpting. And then the ankles, not the best articulation, but enough for him to stand. He's not falling over. So really good articulation with Muta, nothing I can complain about. And it is a very good figure overall. Now for some Muta comparisons. Over here on the left is the Ultimate Edition Shinsuke Nakamura. And this is this Muta figure is kind of based off their match a little bit. So you got that right there. Now we got some of Muta's feuds. So we got a Legends Lex Luger right here, the Sting from AEW that we just recently reviewed on the channel, and an Elite Ric Flair. And I don't have any other Mutas in my collection, so that's pretty much gonna wrap up comparisons. But now it's time for my final thoughts on this Great Muta Legends Series 27 figure. So if I had to rate this figure out of 10, I think I'm gonna give him a 9.5, man. It's a very strong figure, really good. Don't really have any problems with it besides the stiffness in the legs. That's really all I could take it down for. But other than that, it's a really fun figure, really nice accessories, and definitely will stick out on your collection. I think it's a very good pickup, and especially if you're a Muta fan, this is the figure for you, man. And they've been pumping out the Mutas. I know we got the Ultimate, which has a chase, got the Monday Night Wars that has a chase. You even have a Superstars figure. So a lot of Mutas. Now's the time, they're pumping him out. He's a very toyetic character. And I guess I'm here for it, man. Muta is a really cool figure and a cool guy to collect. But now it's time for the Dead Man. So looking at Taker's packaging, I forgot to mention a few things. So you get Legends here on the top, WW kind of like as a window, no F. Undertaker here, Mattel. There you see on the sides, both sides. Then on the back, if you like to pause to read. And the rest of the set like always. So I really like these packages. They got kind of like an old feeling to earlier Mattel figures. But that's enough talking. Let's get the Dead Man out of the box.
Dead Man walking. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
And here he is out of the packaging, and this is a really cool one. This figure will make you famous. But let's start with his accessories. So the accessories you get with this figure, we'll start with the interchangeable hands. You get two-fisted, and it's got that sculpt of his glove, really cool sculpt. So nice fisted hands. They say Undertaker's got some good punches in WWE. Then over here, you get mic open, and they're pretty like, the thumb is very like closed. And there is no choke slamming hands with this figure. You gotta give a choke slamming hand with an Undertaker. These won't work because it's pretty closed, but I'm gonna have to get it off another one, that's all right. Then the beanie, you get Big Evil right here, nice like mold kind of, looking pretty good. And then you get like the Big Evil kind of like cut off shirt. So you just go with, put it over the figure, over the head, Big Evil in the front. And then on the back, it says fighting is a lifestyle with a punch. It's got Undertaker. And I thought this was a really cool attention to detail. You got like WWE authentic merch. So that was really cool with the logo and everything. Some great detail. And if you wanted to see the accessories on the figure, there's the beanie. He does also have like a headband under this. So you get like 2 different options how you want to pose him. That's a cool interchangeability. And then the big evil, which fits pretty nicely on him. Looking pretty good. But now looking at the figure itself, we'll start with this head scan. And I believe this is a new head sculpt right here. With the bandana sculpted on. It's not removable, but I think it is a new head scan. Gotta focus up. But that looks pretty good. Then the hair kind of like slicked. I think it's got a pretty good likeness to Taker. Looking really cool when it wraps around on the back. But now the torso, it's got a bigger torso. I'm not sure if this is a new torso as well. I don't really have, the only Taker I really have with a singlet really is like skinnier. I'll show you in comparisons, but then you got all the tats, the full sleeves, looking really good. An elbow pad right there, and it has like these gauntlets that keep the look of the glove looking nice. And then the pants, you got Big Evil. It's pretty much plain, all black, but it's Undertaker. His figures are always pretty cool, at least in my opinion. And it's really just all black pretty much. So, but now let's check out his articulation. So starting with the head scan, it goes up about that much. My focusing is like all over the place today. I gotta fix that. It goes up about that much, down, pretty good actually. Side to side, twist a little. Then the shoulder goes up, down, all the way around. Bicep cut. Now the double joint, it's a little hindered because that's a bigger elbow pad. But if you want to see it on this side, got a nice range of motion. And the wrist, like always, all that good stuff. And then torso goes back about that much, crunches forward that much, gets the little twist, a little bit loose, really not really too much actually. Does the splits pretty good, no stiffness, kicks up that much, down, thigh cut, double jointed pins on the knees. No cut here because of the pant sculpt, and then the ankle rocker right there, pretty good. So his articulation is pretty smooth, liking the posing. Just gotta get him to stand a little bit better. But once you do, it was really no issues. And Undertaker's got some pretty good articulation. For some Undertaker comparisons, we got a lot, so bear with me here. Over here on the left is the SummerSlam Elite. I believe it was a ringside exclusive. And I was hyped for this one, but I really like the short hair for Big Evil. I think I'd rather that one. And then here's from the Boneyard match with AJ Styles. So we got some pretty cool figures right here. Then over here, we got a throwback. We got a Mark Callis, which was also in the Legends line from WCW. So that's a throwback for Taker. Then over here, we got some classic Takers. You got the purple on the left and the gray on the right. Then over here on the left, we got an old Network Spotlight, I believe, a Ministry of Darkness Elite. And then here's the Ultimate Edition Undertaker. Then we got the ringside exclusive where he dressed up as Kane and unmasked. And then we have some closer to modern Takers with their entrance gear. And this is the one with that mohawk right there. And if you wanted to, you could even put him up next to a Paul Bearer. I know that was a lot of comparisons, but now it's time for my final thoughts on this Undertaker figure. So if I had to rate him out of 10, I think I'm going to give him the same as Muta, a 9.5 out of 10. The only complaint I could really say is like not coming with choke slamming hands. But like besides that, like although it's a basic figure, I mean, that's what you could expect from Undertaker. I mean, what do you want? But he's got some cool accessories. I like the Big Evil shirt. The beanie was cool for like some interchangeability. And the new head scan, I believe it's new. I mean, I'm pretty sure, but to my knowledge, I think it's pretty good. And I'm appreciating this Undertaker Legends figure. But I know they're also making the Monday Night Wars with like the blue and like the trench coat and everything. I mean, I didn't order that one because Walmart, I mean, you can't even trust them anymore. But I think it's actually coming for pre-order in the next coming days. But if I see them in the store, I think I might pick them up because that is also a cool one too. So you could go back and forth with these two. It's really your own preference, like which era you like better. But I might have to end up getting both. But that pretty much wraps up your Legends Series 27 Great Muta and Undertaker action figure review. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please make sure to drop a like. Comment your thoughts on these figures. Do you like them? You hate them? Are you on the hunt for them? You picking these guys up? And subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh no, Taker. Taker, no. Taker, no. He's got Muta up on the top of the spinner. Tombstone pile driver.